What if I told you the reality you experience each day is not fixed, but rather a fluid canvas shaped by the very thoughts you think? What if the limitations you believe are set in stone are merely self-imposed boundaries, and that a forgotten technique exists to completely rewrite them? Imagine for a moment that the power to reshape your finances, your relationships, and even your health has been within your reach all along, concealed only by the limitations of your awareness. This isn't some esoteric theory or abstract concept, but rather a practical method rooted in the principles of the universe, waiting to be unlocked. This method isn't just a feel-good mantra, but a potent tool that can bring very tangible changes into your life, if you know how to use it. Today, we delve into the depths of a hidden practice, a prayer, if you will, attributed to the brilliant mind of Nikola Tesla. Now, you might be wondering, how can a prayer from an inventor like Tesla possibly hold the key to such profound transformation? Most people are aware of Tesla's groundbreaking work in the realm of electricity, but few know that he was also a keen student of the unseen forces that govern our reality. This prayer, I must emphasize, isn't a traditional religious request, but rather a focused affirmation, a tool for reprogramming the subconscious mind and aligning it with the life you desire. You see, Tesla wasn't just a scientific genius. He understood the deeper mechanics of the universe, the interplay of energy and vibration, and how our thoughts, like energy, possess the power to create. He was a master of harnessing physical energy, and his understanding extended to the energetics of consciousness, giving him a unique perspective on how we can shape our world. Consider, for a moment, the implication of that. What if your thoughts were a form of energy, capable of impacting and changing reality? The truth is, certain powers, certain ideas, and certain ways of being are often suppressed, concealed by common societal limitations or self-imposed limitations, and Tesla's prayer is one such example. It wasn't intentionally hidden by some shadowy organization, but rather forgotten by a collective consciousness that has lost touch with its true potential. The real limitation here isn't an external one, but an internal one, and this prayer is the key for unlocking your internal power. This is about something much more than just a prayer. It's about understanding the laws that govern reality and how you can actively participate in creating the life that you truly want. This isn't about asking for change. It's about consciously creating it. It is a method that allows you to take the driver's seat in your life and change your reality. This understanding holds the potential to break free from limiting beliefs and unlock a dormant power within you. This isn't about some abstract spiritual concept, but a tool for tangible improvements in your everyday life, a method for reshaping your finances, enhancing your relationships, and optimizing your health. It's about taking control of your destiny and consciously co-creating your reality. This prayer has the power to shift your understanding of your own capabilities and empower you to take charge of your life by understanding how your mind works. This isn't some feel-good technique that offers short-lived relief. It is a profound method that shifts your perspective and unlocks your potential to move beyond your current reality. You are not a victim of circumstance, but a powerful co-creator, and this technique will show you how. Before I reveal Tesla's exact method to you, let's talk briefly about the mechanism behind it. Tesla, through his work with energy and vibration, understood the power of focused intention. Now, consider that idea as you listen to this next point. Our thoughts and emotions create a vibrational frequency, and when those thoughts and emotions are focused, they have the power to manifest into the physical world. And where are these thoughts being held and repeated? The subconscious mind. This is where our automatic behaviors are stored and repeated constantly. If we wish to change our life, we must also change our subconscious. This prayer is a tool for reprogramming the subconscious. This act of repetition is a key element to rewiring the mind and is fundamental to the 21-night framework we will be using. It's a method that allows you to consciously direct the energy of your thoughts and emotions, bringing your deepest desires into form. The prayer is designed to bypass the surface-level chatter of the conscious mind and make changes at the subconscious level. This is not just wishful thinking, but rather a process of actively shaping your reality. What if the questions you've been asking about your life were only scratching the surface? And what if there was a deeper dimension to this mystery? What if the limitations you see are just reflections of a limited inner world, and the key to unlocking the hidden aspects of yourself is this forgotten prayer? There is a pattern at work here, as the inner work you will be doing is designed to shift your outer world, and this is not something that is commonly known or taught. This is what separates this technique from what you typically see or hear. It's time to dive deeper and understand the very real process that Tesla used and the power that is available to you if you know how to utilize it. The next section is key to understanding as I reveal the specifics of Tesla's prayer. Stay with me, because this next part is vital to your transformation. So, as we begin to understand this forgotten method, let's delve into the mind of the man who was not just a scientist, but also a visionary. Tesla was known for his unconventional approach to problem solving. He wasn't confined by the rigid structure of traditional science. His process of inventing wasn't merely about trial and error in a lab, but rather it was a dance between his conscious mind and the vast, unseen forces he believed governed our reality. He would often visualize his inventions in meticulous detail, sometimes spending days, even weeks, immersed in these mental simulations, long before ever putting pen to paper or building any physical prototype. This wasn't just daydreaming, it was a deliberate process of aligning his mind with the energetic blueprint of his creation, a method that allowed him to tap into a deeper source of knowledge. He seemed to understand that the physical world was merely a reflection of an energetic one, and that by mastering the unseen, one could influence the seen. This implies a level of understanding that goes beyond the common perception of Tesla as just an engineer, and starts to open up the possibility that he also understood the power of the mind and how that can change your reality. What if his ability to revolutionize technology was also connected to his understanding of the power of thought and intention? This brings us to the mysterious prayer itself, a secret that has remained hidden not by some grand conspiracy, but perhaps because the world wasn't quite ready to truly understand its power. It's not that this technique was actively suppressed by some external force, but rather that it was overlooked, ignored, or even dismissed by the mainstream scientific community. At the time, the idea that thoughts could influence reality was seen as pseudoscience or even mysticism, just as Tesla himself was often misunderstood and even had his ideas suppressed. This prayer, this simple yet powerful technique, seemed to have been deliberately pushed aside. There are several instances in his life when his work was rejected or not supported, simply because it did not fit with the dominant scientific view of the time. This pattern of nonconformity and facing resistance is something that we also see in the history of new ideas or new ways of seeing the world. It's not easy to move past what everyone else believes, and this might be why it was so easily forgotten. What if the reason this prayer has remained hidden is because it goes against what we have been taught about the nature of reality? Now, before we dive further into this, let me ask you a question. What if the they, who tried to hide this method, aren't an external group of people, but rather the internal limitations and patterns of thinking that hold us all back? What if the real force that suppressed this knowledge isn't some grand conspiracy, but rather the collective belief in our limitations, our fears, and our doubts? Think about it. How often have you held yourself back due to fear of failure or limited yourself because of what you thought you were capable of? We are often our own biggest obstacles, and this is what the prayer addresses directly. It isn't some shadowy organization, but rather the constant internal dialogue that tells us, you can't do this, or you don't deserve that. This self-imposed limitation is the true they that has kept this technique hidden from us all. It is a constant, subtle pattern that holds us back from the potential we are all capable of and prevents us from manifesting our goals. Have you ever seen someone who is absolutely determined to reach their goal, and you can see that nothing will stop them? The difference between them and someone who quits at the first sign of trouble is not some outside force, but their own mind. This starts to show us a crucial pattern that true transformation, true manifestation, is an inside job. The external world is merely a reflection of our internal world. The two are inextricably connected. Just as the seeds we plant in a garden grow to become the plants we see, the thoughts we plant in our minds become our reality. This prayer, then, isn't just about changing external circumstances, but about shifting our internal landscape, allowing new beliefs and new possibilities to take root. This method directly addresses these patterns of thought and is designed to move you from the patterns that are holding you back. If you are currently experiencing something that you do not want, it is a direct reflection of some inner belief that you may have. Just as a plant needs the correct conditions to grow, so too do our desires, and if we create that inner environment, there is nothing that can stop us. For example, if you are constantly worried about not having enough money, and then your reality will reflect that fear. If you cultivate the feelings of abundance, your outer world will reflect that as well. You will see the opportunities in front of you instead of the limitations. Do you see the power in this pattern, the relationship between the inner world and the outer one? Now, before we get to the specifics of Tesla's technique, it's crucial to understand that a calm mind is absolutely essential to harnessing its power. Imagine trying to listen to a delicate melody in the middle of a crowded city street. The noise and chatter would simply drown it out. Our minds are often the same, constantly filled with thoughts, worries, and distractions. It's almost as if there is a constant static of thoughts in the background that makes it hard to hear what is most important. This incessant mental activity makes it very difficult to plant the seed of intention or connect with the deeper wisdom within. We need to learn how to quiet the noise, to create a space of receptivity where the subconscious can receive these new intentions. Just like you would not try to plant a seed in a patch of weeds, it is essential that we clear the mind before we plant the new beliefs in the subconscious. So, how can we bring ourselves to that place of peace? Before we continue, let's take a moment to prepare ourselves for this shift. Find a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down, and gently close your eyes. Begin to bring your awareness to your breath, noticing the rise and fall of your chest as you inhale and exhale. Take a deep breath in through your nose and slowly release it through your mouth, feeling your body begin to relax with each exhale. With each breath, you are becoming more present, more grounded, moving away from the chaos of thoughts and into the stillness of the moment. Feel the gentle rhythm of your breathing, anchoring you to the now. Allow any distractions or thoughts to pass without judgment and come back to the sensation of your breath. It is an anchor that will bring you back whenever you feel lost. Just feel the air entering your lungs and feel the release when you exhale. This is a simple way of returning to your body, returning to the present. Take another breath in and slowly release it and feel the quiet begin to take over. Think of your mind like a garden, and if you want to plant a beautiful flower, you must first prepare the soil. If the soil is full of weeds, the flower will not grow, no matter how much it may want to. In the same way, if your mind is full of cluttered thoughts and worries, it will be difficult for new ideas to take root, and even if they do, they will not flourish. We must clear away the old patterns, beliefs, and fears before we can create space for the new, for the things we desire. The subconscious mind is like the fertile ground where our intentions take root, and we must ensure that this ground is prepared to receive the seed of our dreams. Just like a gardener carefully tends to their garden, we must also tend to our minds and create the optimal environment for growth and transformation. You must consciously decide what you want and clear the way for it to manifest. Now, I want you to see your own mind as this garden and decide what you want to plant there. The power of this prayer lies not just in the words themselves, but in the receptive state of the mind while using it. When the mind is calm, it is open, like a clear radio signal that is able to receive the message without any interference. This is where the subconscious is most receptive to change, when it is not clouded by fear or doubt. In this quiet space, we can connect with the deeper part of ourselves, the place where true power and wisdom resides. Now, in this place of quiet, we begin the work of reprogramming the subconscious. And it is in this state that we can most clearly see the power of our intentions and connect to our true ability to manifest. And it is in this receptive state that we will use Tesla's prayer to help align us with the life that we want to create. Take another breath in and another breath out as you bring your awareness to the state of calm that you have created within yourself. Feel how much clarity you have when you are in this space, how present you can be, and now it is time to reveal the prayer itself. And now it's time to reveal the core affirmation, the words of Tesla's prayer. It is not complex or intricate. It is in fact profoundly simple. The affirmation is, I am a magnificent being in full command of my life, and I now create my reality with intention. Let these words sink in, feel the weight of them, feel how powerful it is to claim these words as your own. This prayer is not a plea, not a request to some external power. It is a declaration, a command to your own subconscious. It is an act of taking ownership of your mind and claiming your power as a co-creator of your life. It is not some religious plea, but a strong statement of what you are and what you are capable of. And it is in this affirmation that the power to change your life resides. This isn't about wishful thinking, but about declaring your intention and aligning your energy with the reality you wish to experience. The words are simple, but their meaning is deep. However, the words alone are not enough. The true power lies in the feeling behind them. It's not just about repeating the phrase mechanically, but about embodying the truth of those words. You must believe in the power of your intentions and feel the truth of this affirmation. It must resonate with a feeling of certainty in your heart. If you say the words without feeling or without conviction, it will have very little effect. It's like trying to start a car without any fuel. Imagine you're saying the words, I am a magnificent being. Without feeling it, you may as well be saying, the sky is blue, without any emotion behind it. Now imagine saying those words with absolute conviction, that you truly feel that you are a magnificent being. How do those words hit differently? The difference is palpable. The feeling of already being that person is key to manifestation. This is the true power of the prayer and the key to making this work. So it's not just about the words, it's about the feeling behind the words that makes the difference. And as you repeat the affirmation, begin to picture what your life looks like as that magnificent being in command of your reality. Visualize the details, the feelings, the sensations, what it would feel like to have that reality already present. If you want to be wealthy, then visualize what your life would look like. If you are wanting a new relationship, then picture who you are with, where you are, what you are doing, what you are feeling. See yourself in that reality. Remember that your subconscious doesn't know the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one, so make it as detailed as possible. It's not just about seeing the picture, but about experiencing it in your mind as if it were already your reality. The more vivid and emotionally charged your visualization is, the more powerfully it will impact your subconscious mind. So when you say the words, I am a magnificent being in full command of my life, and I now create my reality with intention, also feel that truth and see that reality unfolding before you in your mind's eye. Let those two things come together to form a powerful affirmation. Now, it is essential to apply this knowledge to your life, start using this prayer, and start seeing the changes immediately. It's not an abstract concept, but a tool that you can begin using today. This is something that you do not need to wait to do. You can apply this technique right now. It's time to take control of your life and start shaping your reality with intention. This is not a passive process. It is an active engagement with the power of your mind, and you can begin that journey today. There is no need to wait. Start seeing yourself as the creator and start using this technique tonight. This is something you can apply immediately, starting with your very next thought. So don't put this off. This is something you can use right now. This is your chance to start changing your life, and the power to do that is right here, in this moment. So, as we start to bring all of this together, let's revisit the core question. Who exactly tried to hide this powerful prayer, this incredible technique? Remember, the initial mystery revolved around the idea that some external force had suppressed this knowledge. But here's the final revelation. The truth is that the real force that has been hiding this from you, that has been keeping you from this power, is not an outside entity. The real culprit is not some shadowy organization, but rather your own limiting beliefs, the patterns of thought that whisper doubts and fears into your mind. These are the invisible chains that have kept you from your true potential and the reality you are capable of creating. They are the internal, they that have been hiding the truth from you all along. It's your fear of failure, your self-doubt, the feeling that you are not enough, and that you don't deserve the life you want, that has been the primary obstacle. For example, have you ever wanted to go for a new job but talked yourself out of it with thoughts like, I'm not good enough, or I'm not qualified? That is the power of a limiting belief. It is often an unconscious pattern, but with awareness, it can be changed. The power to create your life lies within, and that's what this entire process is designed to help you unlock. This also completes the pattern we explored earlier, as we saw that Tesla's genius wasn't just about his scientific inventions, but also his understanding of energy and vibration, and the connection to the subconscious. The prayer that we discussed is not some external magic or some religious request. It's actually a tool for shifting your internal energies and your internal programming. It's a way to direct your focus and intentions like a laser beam of thought shaping reality. Remember that your thought patterns are what create your reality, and if you are experiencing something that you do not want, it is a direct result of what you have been thinking. It is not random. It is a manifestation of your inner state. For example, if you believe you are always going to have bad luck, you will constantly see situations that confirm that belief. But if you start believing you are lucky, then your experiences will reflect that as well. The external world mirrors the internal world, and that is the power you have to control. This prayer, this affirmation, is a tool to reshape those patterns, to create the world you truly desire. So let's be clear. This prayer is not a religious supplication. It's a targeted affirmation designed to reprogram your subconscious mind, and that is why it works so well. It's based on the principle of repetition and the power of suggestion, and the science of neuroplasticity, which suggests that we can rewire our brains through constant repetition. When you repeat the affirmation with intention and feeling, you are essentially rewriting the code of your subconscious and creating the pathways that support your new reality. Remember that it is the feeling behind the affirmation that carries the true power. It's not just about the words themselves. It's about the deep sense of knowing and the emotional energy you bring to it. Someone can say the words, I am wealthy, but if they don't truly believe it, it is a hollow statement that has no power behind it. But if someone says the same words and feels the feeling of being wealthy, then that is a very powerful affirmation that is connected to a feeling. That feeling is the key element and the true power of this affirmation and the key to making it work. It's the feeling that programs the subconscious, not just the words. And this understanding can shift your perspective from feeling like a victim of circumstance to feeling like an active co-creator of your life. You have the power to control what you experience. You are not limited by external factors, but rather by internal limitations, and these limitations can be changed. You are not a passive bystander in your life, but a powerful force of creation. You have the ability to control your mind, and therefore you have the ability to control your life. For example, someone who blames all their problems on external forces never takes the responsibility to change their situation. But when someone shifts their perspective to knowing they can create the change themselves, everything shifts. They are now empowered to take action, instead of waiting for someone else to fix their situation. The power was always within, and this method is how you connect to it. This technique fits into the broader context of self-help and manifestation as a way of aligning your inner world with your outer desires. It's not just about getting what you want, but about becoming more of who you truly are and connecting to your true potential. This is about intentional living and the power of focused thought and becoming the best version of yourself. It is about reaching your potential, not just trying to get some external thing. This journey isn't just about changing your circumstances. It's about becoming the person who already has everything you desire. Many famous people, like Oprah Winfrey and Jim Carrey, have talked about using similar techniques to manifest their dreams into reality, and they did this through believing in their potential and connecting to their power within. This is a journey of self-discovery, and the technique will help you along the way. Now, let's talk about the 21-night framework, which might seem arbitrary at first, but is actually a necessary time frame to shift ingrained subconscious beliefs. It's through consistent repetition that we reshape our neural pathways and create new patterns. This is not a quick fix. It is a process of consistent and dedicated effort. The subconscious mind does not change overnight. It needs to see the affirmation multiple times to begin believing it. Just like learning a new language, you must practice it every day for a period of time. If you stopped practicing a new language after a few days, you would not be fluent. It takes consistent effort. The same is true of the mind. Consistent repetition of the affirmation will change your beliefs over time. For example, someone who consistently does this practice will see significant shifts in their life over the 21 days, compared to someone who only does it once or twice. You must trust the process and remain consistent, and you will see the results. And by utilizing this technique, you are taking responsibility for your own life and empowering yourself with the tools to make profound changes. The implications are huge, because by using this prayer, you are taking control of your life and becoming the master of your destiny. This is not just a technique, it's a journey of self-discovery and transformation. It's about becoming the conscious creator of your reality and stepping into your power. When you shift your focus from being a victim to being a creator, you begin to understand that your life is not random and that you have the power to make it what you want. A success story in line with this would be someone who has transformed their own life with this practice, moving from a place of lack to a place of abundance, simply by changing their thoughts and beliefs. This is about self-mastery and is the truest form of power you can have. The power to change your life lies within you, and you are not limited by any external forces. This prayer is a tool to access that inner power and to overcome the obstacles that have been holding you back. It's not about some external magic or wishful thinking. It's about shifting your inner world and watching that reflected in your outer reality. This transformation happens from the inside out, not the other way around. When you find inner peace, you will naturally see peace in your life. You cannot create external peace from chaos. It must start from within. For example, if you are constantly stressed, no amount of wealth or success will bring you peace because the chaos is within. But if you are in a state of peace, the external circumstances will follow. Remember, the world you see is a reflection of the inner world. Now, let's bring all these threads together. Tesla's genius, the hidden prayer, and the power of thought are all interconnected. Tesla was not just an inventor, but a visionary who understood that the physical world is a reflection of an energetic one. And this prayer is a way to consciously shape that energy. He understood the importance of visualization and focused intention, which we see in his own methods of creation. His inventions were not just a result of scientific processes, but also the result of his focused mind and his ability to visualize his creations in detail. All of these factors fit together and shows us the importance of mental practices when creating. By understanding this, we see that the prayer is not something new or separate, but a key that helps unlock the power that was always there. This is a journey into inner power, and the combination of Tesla's genius and this method is the key. And remember the pattern we established earlier, the shift from a restless mind to a calm one. That inner peace is essential to this manifestation process. The quiet mind is the fertile ground where our intentions take root, just like the breathing exercise we did earlier. When we silence the noise, we can connect to our inner wisdom and access a deeper level of understanding. When you are in a chaotic state of mind, it is impossible to see the wisdom in front of you, but when you are in a calm state, you can clearly see the path forward. It is in the stillness that we find the answers and the power to create the life we want. It's in that calm state that the transformation occurs and the power of the prayer is truly unlocked. It is in the still space that we have the most clarity. Let's revisit the questions I posed at the beginning of this video. Do you now understand the power of thought and the potential of hidden wisdom to reshape your reality? The truth is, you now have the tools and understanding to take control of your life, and this power has been within you all along. You were always capable of this, and now you understand how. The prayer we explored isn't some magical spell. It's a method of aligning your inner world with the reality you desire. The power to create was always yours. The question at the beginning was, can you reshape your reality? And the answer is yes, because you always had the ability to do so. You simply needed the knowledge to unlock it. Now you can use this knowledge to consciously create the life you desire. And now, as we come to a close, let's release the tension around the hidden nature of the prayer. Remember, the true secret was always your own ability to shift your beliefs. There was no external conspiracy trying to keep this from you. The real obstacle was always your own thoughts and the belief in your own limitations. The secret was within you all along. The power to change your life has always been in your hands, and now you understand how to wield it. There is immense relief that comes from realizing that you are not limited by external forces and that you are the master of your own life. This is not about magic. It's about inner power and self-mastery. It's about stepping into your role as the creator of your own reality. Now, what new questions emerge from this understanding? What will you now choose to create with this newfound knowledge and power? Now that you understand the power you have, how will you use it? How will you step into your own potential? What will you manifest into your reality? This new understanding opens up endless possibilities and endless potential for you to create the life you desire. Now that you know the rules of the game, what will you do with that? The questions are endless, but the real power comes from you taking action. The next phase of the journey is to act. And what are the implications for your life? What possibilities are now open to you? Share your experiences, your insights, and your journey in the comments below. Let's build a community of people who are actively creating their realities and who are on the path of self-mastery. Sharing your experience helps solidify your understanding, and it helps inspire others. Now that you have this knowledge, continue to use the technique and explore its potential. It is a journey, not a destination, and this is just the beginning. Remember that the journey is as important as the outcome. And now, let's solidify this commitment. If you are ready to embrace this technique and commit to the 21-night journey of self-discovery, type "I am powerful" in the comments below. This is a declaration of your intention and a public statement of your new identity as the master of your own life. When you share your intention with the world, it helps solidify it in your mind. Let's create a community of individuals who are committed to transforming their lives and shaping their realities. If you are ready to commit, make your voice heard and join us in this journey. Remember, your journey is just beginning. You have the potential for endless transformation, and your journey to self-mastery is a continuous one. Continue to explore the depths of your own inner wisdom, continue to use this technique, and watch your world transform before your eyes. You hold immense power within, and that power is waiting to be unleashed. You are a magnificent being in full command of your life, and you are now creating your reality with intention. And with that, may your journey be one of endless exploration and joy.